Hey everybody, I'm Michelle with Birdie Bloom. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about these guys and these guys. And what they are probably some of the most common and prevalent SLG, small luxury good vintage coach items that you will find on the resale market. And that's great. They're also heavily fake, so just keep that in mind. Make sure you're asking or that you know how to determine if a bag is fake or not. But we're going to talk about them. So what we have, before I get into that, let me tell you about my new Facebook group. It's called Vintage Coach Eye Candy. And the whole goal of that group is to just kind of add something new to that Facebook coach community, vintage coach community. And my vision for it is pictures galore, beautiful pictures of really super old vintage coach bags, but also newer vintage coach, just all sorts of things, people's collections, whatever. I want to see pictures, and I want to see pictures galore, and I'm going to be posting stuff, but also these pictures are going to come with some information for anybody perusing. So whether you're new into vintage coach or you're a long-term collector, it's just providing that knowledge and eye candy that some of us crave. So that's the whole goal. So if you have not already joined, please come on over. Vintage Coach Eye Candy. I will accept you immediately. Say hi, post pictures if you want, or just peruse, whatever you feel like doing. Even if you have one bag, I want to see it. So yeah, come on over. But all right, let's get into some of these SLGs. So here we have the 7170 skinny case. And they are just that, skinny. Very skinny. Let's see, I haven't rehabbed any of these yet. Oh yep, so this is dirty in here, but you got that tick lining, which I think is pretty easy to clean. I am not one to use dirty bags, so I clean, and I clean heavily. I clean these very well. You can find these for cheaper than what like I or somebody else who's cleaned them might sell them for. But these bags typically, they carried makeup, and actually that was another name for the 7170, maybe even an original name. It was called a skinny makeup kit. It's now known as a skinny case though, more commonly. I don't know if there are any other names, and I'm gonna research that. I didn't research it for this video, but it's something that I wanna actually put in my Facebook group. I'll put like just a little educational posting on these one day. Don't have that up yet or ready, but yeah. So that being said, was once called a makeup kit. People put makeup in these and other things, and they get dirty. So when I have a lining in a bag and leather, I typically clean them separately. That doesn't mean that both things don't get wet or product on them from cleaning one or the other, but I focus on each individual thing. So I'll flip them and I'll clean that lining first, and then I will flip it and clean the leather. So typically these get dunked though. I will also say though, somebody not too long ago posted that their red one ended up bleeding onto their tick lining. I have never had that problem. I also don't let my bags soak. Like I don't leave them in the water to do whatever people leave them in the water to do. I just wash them and I rinse them really well. They get very wet, they get super soaked, but they're not, when I do that type of cleaning on a bag, they don't all get clean that way, or all vintage coach bags don't need to be, submerged in water. But when I do, yeah, I'm not leaving them for 30 minutes soaking in the water. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, because these leather bags can bleed. So, but that was an issue for someone. So just keep that in mind if you're cleaning anything. But yeah, okay. They come with a little hang tag. This is an older one, and you can even tell how this was probably brass coated at one point, and it's kind of worn silver, but it has the original hang tag, which is raw on the side. And also, if you notice, this hang tag, let's see, do I have one? Yeah, I do. I have one that is not as old. Do you see how that is rounded there? And this one is squared. And that definitely is for older bags. They tend to be a little bit more squared. Can you tell that difference? I don't know if you can. Ah. But there is a lot more squaring too. Yeah, there, you can tell the difference there, right? This is a older hang tag, so raw, but their older ones also did have some rounding. They're just not quite as old. So this one's one that has a raw low rounded right there, but still raw backing. Okay, where was I? Skinny case, 7170, tick lining. It still holds a lot. These hold a lot. I actually don't have one of these in my collection anymore because I substituted it for something else. I substituted it for one of the Sonoma skinny cases. That's not the name of it, but I'm obsessed. And I got a Sonoma chunky case too. Again, that's not the name of it. I'm going to do a separate video on some Sonoma SLGs, and those will be included in that. But I kind of got rid of the skinny case because I use that Sonoma so much. So that being said, all of these bags, they did come in other things. Right now, all I'm showing you are just the regular leather, right? The glove tan leather. They came in other lines. They came in Berkeley. Berkeley has their version. And remember, Berkeley's that reverse suede. So they have their version. And then there was also a satin with leather trim, chunky and skinny case. That actually had a different style name too. It was $61.99, by the way, for the chunky. But I have one of those, so I'll show that eventually. Yeah, so let's get to the chunky case. 7165 is the style number for these. I think they were also called a chunky case makeup kit or a chunky makeup kit. I'm not positive about that. Again, I'll do a posting, but right now they are, for the most part, known as a chunky case, 7165. This one is in my own personal collection, this black one. And it's probably, again, one of my more commonly used SLGs. I love it. It's great. This one I have actually for sale. This is, I guess, maybe British tan. But I had to strip this of shoe polish. And it's in great kind of condition now, but it did have shoe polish on. Shoe polish isn't necessarily going to come off 100% and all completely. So, but now it can accept conditioner. And this is the lining of a chunky case. And it's huge. It can fit so much. Again, people use these as makeup bags. They get really nasty and dirty. To get back to that, yeah, you're going to pay more for one that is already rehabbed and cleaned. Or, I mean, if you can get lucky if you're constantly looking, right? But yeah, if you don't mind cleaning one yourself, you can kind of get these for relatively affordable prices. They are almost the same price as a bag though, if they're like new or clean, because they are not actually, I mean, I said this is one of the more common SLGs. It's not a Vintage Coach SLGs. They're still not that common. And these things kind of just really could have gotten super nasty. So yeah, you kind of pay the same price almost like you would a bag. So, all right. And then we have here yellow and camel. And camel actually comes with nickel hardware. So this one has nickel hardware. Both of these are practically like new. I don't have these listed yet because I wanted to just go over them, maybe clean the zipper of this one because even when they're new, they get tarnished. But let's see. Yep, this is kind of one of the newer ones, and I just wanted to show you this. It has a little creed on it. You will even see some of the skinny cases with this creed, again, newer ones, but it's okay if they also don't have it, okay? But what is not okay, I'll show you that. What is not okay is if you see style number or any numbers or anything down at the bottom. These did not. They had the creed in them, but they did not put a style number or a random registration number or anything like that in this particular bag. So newer or older. So if you see that, it's actually probably fake, okay? It's probably counterfeit because they didn't do that. Again, you will see the creed, but you're not gonna see a number of any sort on the bottom of that creed like you do for your bags. So keep that in mind. There's also, even though the tick lining can be pretty similar, it's taken me a while to be able to like see that difference, but that's something to also look at. The tick lining will not actually be what it should be. So yeah, well, that's probably basically all I got for you there. Just wanted to show you these beauties. Yay! Some of your, and they came in all sorts of colors, guys, all sorts of colors. I mean, purples and blues, obviously yellow here. Your neutral colors, the black and the brown, they came, I haven't seen a white one. Oh, that's probably, it would need to not have been used at all in order for that to have made it, but I'm sure they came in white, all sorts of colors, guys, all sorts of colors. So, oh, and here I have this red. I've sold blues and greens. They came in those, I mean, just, yeah. So they're out there. They're a great little bag to put inside your larger bags for organization. I've also carried this particular one in my scrub pocket where I would keep my keys and pens and chapstick and other things that I just wanted access to easily, but I didn't want to wear a bag, so I would keep it in a big scrub pocket. I use this bag all the time. It's wonderful. All right, I also use my skinny case Sonoma, but like I said, that's gonna be for another video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel for more Vintage Coach Bag Talks. Don't forget, I have a new Facebook group. It's called Vintage Coach Eye Candy. And so I would love for you to come on over, join, so you can, at the very least, peruse cool pictures of Vintage Coach items. There are some people in that group who have amazing collections and they like to share them. So if you also would like to share your collections or maybe a new bag that you picked up, whatever, I would love to see it too. If you have any questions about a bag that you picked up, please, you can post that as well. So yeah, come on over, Vintage Coach Eye Candy. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new Vintage Coach Bag Talks. All right, bye-bye.